Ever looked at your camera and wondered what all those numbers like f2.8, f5.6, or f11 mean? They're called f-stops, and they're a crucial part of controlling your photos. Today, we're going to break down what f-stops are and how they impact your images. Imagine your camera lens has a little opening inside, like the iris of your eye. This opening is called the aperture, and f-stops measure its size. Think of it like a water hose. A wider opening lets more water through, right? Well, a wider aperture lets more light into your camera. Now, here's the slightly tricky part. The f-stop numbers are inversely related to the aperture size. A smaller f number, like f2.8, means a wider aperture, letting in more light. A larger f number, like f11, means a smaller aperture, letting in less light. So, f2.8 is a big opening, f5.6 is a medium opening, and f11 is a small opening. It's like a fraction. The bigger the denominator, the bottom number, the smaller the fraction. The amount of light affects how bright or dark your image is. A wider aperture, smaller f number, is great for low light situations because it lets in more light, allowing you to use a faster shutter speed and avoid blurry pictures. But f-stops do more than just control light. They also control something called depth of field. Depth of field refers to how much of your image is in focus. A shallow depth of field means only a small part of the image is sharp, while the background is blurry. A deep depth of field means most of the image, both near and far, is in focus. Smaller f numbers, wider apertures, create a shallow depth of field, perfect for portraits where you want to isolate your subject. Larger f numbers, smaller apertures, create a deep depth of field, ideal for landscapes where you want everything sharp. So, when would you use which f-stop? For portraits, you might use f2.8 or f4 to blur the background. For landscapes, f8 or f11 will keep everything in focus. And in low light, f1.8 or f2 will help you capture a brighter image. F-stops might seem confusing at first, but with a little practice, you'll master them and take your photography to the next level. Now, get out there and experiment. Practice makes perfect. Share your photos in the comments below.